I love cameras like a fat boy who loves chocolate cake.
Hey, what's up all the camera loving people? Welcome to the Mijonju Show, where we talk about super cool cameras and we talk about super cool things. Today I'm going to talk about super cool cameras and super cool light meters. The reason why I'll be talking about two Leica rangefinders today and two light meters, two small compact light meters, is because I got a message from Flickr, Facebook, and Twitter asking me the same question. Different people, same question. Should I get an M6 or should I get an M3 with a light meter, or M2 with a light meter? They're asking for my opinion. This is my opinion, so don't, if you ask someone else's answer would be different. But if you want my opinion, this is my opinion. My opinion is get the M3 or M2 with the light meter instead of getting the M6. Reason why is because you can get more money and to buy film. Well, not much real reason. I actually like the shape of the M2 and M3 more than the shape of the M6. Well, I know it's like the standard Leica shape and stuff, but I'll show you. This is my beloved M2, and say hi to my new M3. I got this a few months ago. Leica lenses on both of the camera, the Summicron 35mm and the Summicron 50mm, with the VC Meter 1, VC Meter 2. I really like the M2 a lot. It's been with me for a while. Kai touched it a few times and didn't want to return it back. I reskinned it and I colored it black because it was all scratched up and the skin was coming off, and so I got this new skin for it. Why, in my opinion, do I think picking an M2 or M3 is better than picking an M6? There's no specific reason. It's not the right reason. It's just my opinion. Remember that. The thing is, I don't really use a meter sometimes. I'm okay with light reading. I might get it wrong sometimes, but it's usually just 1 or 2 stops different, which is not a big problem. The look of it, that it has nothing. Okay, and it says M3 on the top. So it's not like an M6 with a big M6 and people try to cover it up or block it. You don't need to cover anything because it doesn't show. So it's cool to have it in black or in chrome because it doesn't show, and it's very nice. There are obviously, M6 is obviously a much more higher, better grade camera. It's quieter, it's more silent, and it's got a light meter built in the camera. So it's obviously like, wow. And the cool thing is the limitation of not having it use any power. So you have to judge the light by yourself. But yeah, if you want to get a meter, you can do that as well. The limitations make you smarter. Obviously, if you want to shoot shrub and flash, you would probably want to get an M6 because it's got a sync with the shutter, with the flash on the top and something. But for old cameras like that, you actually use a PC cable, put it on the flash part here, connect it, and then you connect it to your strobe, or you can have, there's also PC cable to hot shoe thingy. You have to get an adapter for it. This is actually an adapter. Let me see it. Because the flash sync thing is a little bigger than this is, I don't know, some kind of special or old. Let's talk about the light meter. So as you can see, the light meter, the VC Meter 1 is actually taller, and the VC Meter 2 is flatter. It looks more sexier. Yeah, it's a lot more fatter. And this is better because it's flatter. And there are a few new stuff on this because the old one, move it around, it actually changes. So it's not a locked exposure meter, but for the number 2, it's actually locked. Okay. So yeah, once you get it right, and it doesn't change whatever you look like. So it's good to have it. So some people need it locked, and some people don't need it locked. So it depends on how you're going to use it. And one of the cool thing is that it guides you here, so you don't have to twist it too much. This is, say, if you're using f2.8, it'll be 30. And then at f2 you'll be using 60, and it tells you. And I heard that this is more weatherproof than this. So if you're gonna shoot in the rain, not shoot in the rain, but still, I've shot in the rain with the M2, and it's still working. I gotta say it's amazing. I don't know how it works. You will have you get a nice frame line inside, 35, 50, and 90. And for this one, you get a 50, 90, 100, and 35. If you have cash to get a digital rangefinder, something like that. If you're still new to the rangefinder world, this is a digital one. Okay. This, as I said, the frame lines, the thing inside the frame lines is only 50, 90, and 135. So, in order to use this lens, this is a 35mm Summicron, by the way. Yeah, in order to use this lens, okay, in order to use this lens, you need an extra camera because there's no frame line. There's only the focusing split image thingy, so you need an extra viewfinder for it. So it looks cool. So you focus here. It's gonna take more time. It'll be a little. It looks like yeah. And you look here for the image. Meter or not meter, if you don't want to spend money on light meters, you can get a free light meter on your iPhone. Look for the application Light Meter. It's in it. It's free, and you can just download it and have fun with it. And right now, I'm just going to talk about how you actually hold a rangefinder. I know many people have their own ways of holding a rangefinder, but this is my little way of holding a rangefinder, and I'm just going to show you guys because. All right, so let's just say you have the ability to read light with your own eyes already, and you know, have the aperture. It's really good. We have the aperture here. And you have the focusing here. Get a nice lens with a finger grip because you can actually pre-focus better with one of these grippy things. Because the thing is, you know that this is 0.7, this is 1.2, and this is infinity. You see something on the streets. I'm not a good street photographer. I don't actually shoot street, but this is what I see from the pros who I go out with. And I've seen them. They're always doing this. They're always doing this when they're walking, even if they're not shooting, because you know, in their head it's like, if I'm gonna shoot that guy, he should be around here, and I want him and his girlfriend who's standing at the back. And let me take the hood off. You know, someone who's shooting street is constantly thinking. So he's got this. Okay, he should be around here if I'm gonna shoot him, and then I want him and his girlfriend. So I want it to be like f5.6, f4. Should be around there, and then you know that the amount of depth of field that you want to shoot street, right? And this would be the shutter speed. Shutter speed will be over here. So the good way of holding it is to have it like this, a rangefinder camera. Hold it like this. Why you have two fingers right above the strap? The reason is because you can have shutter control here. Change the shutter. Okay, you can change the shutter speed. You don't need two fingers, just one would be enough. Okay, you want a higher EB or a lower EB, just when you decide it. Okay, and then when you walk, you just shoot. Cock twice. And you don't do this because it takes time, right? So this is how it happens. Okay, when you're walking, you got the aperture right. You probably just want to shoot with one. You want to shoot one guy, f4 or something like that, and then you just focus around. Because okay, that guy just passed me. Oh, just passed me. 1.5 meter away from me. Right now, see, I'm not even looking at the number. And then okay, that kind of speed would be in the morning at 500. All you have to do is just look down. Okay, or if you remember what it was just now, then you just shift it without even looking at it. Okay, right? And then when you come up, you don't switch fingers. It's gonna take some time, you know. So this is gonna be fast like that. Okay, it's 50, 500, and so the good thing is you can switch the speed and press the shutter at the same time. Okay, this is the speed, control, and shutter. You can do it with one finger as well, but you know it's a little blocky. If you have big hands, then it'll be pretty good. But I have small hands, so I put two fingers on here like that. All right, so thank you for watching today's If you enjoyed the show, I hope some of the information that I gave you was useful. If you have any more questions about rangefinders, just leave them down there. I'll try my best to answer them. This is my a present for my birthday last year from my senpai, my teacher, Hexar, the Hexar RF camera. It's pretty nice, but the reason why I don't really use it much because it's noisy. It's got a motor inside and winds to the next frame. But the cool thing is it has got a shutter speed up to 4,000, so you don't really need an ND filter if you want to shoot something bright in the morning. Alright, yep, I guess, yeah, if you want to know more information about this camera, I will be talking about it on my next Meet Jonas show, if you're interested. If you're not interested, then just forget it. Alright, thank you for watching today's Meet Jonas show. I'll see you next time real soon. Bye-bye.